my
Right.
grandmother's home place was this house that we're going to.
Oh.
She was born in this house.
Oh, that was Nanny
That's when she
Sarah's.
got married.
She got
When
married in there.
Oh.
But
She
she
was
was
there.
born
Oh, so
in
she
this.
stayed quite near.
She
Yeah.
did. She
Well,
didn't go very
there.
far.
They did
Yeah.
there.
Because all the marriages were all arranged.
Oh.
It was all in the... Take a film of all this.
Yeah.
I'll email it to you, Francis.
No, that's going because we want to hear what you're saying.
But down here, down here was Aunt Gretchen was going down here with her sister Mary, who got married down in Bullior. This is further down. No, we're not going down there now.
She was
And,
sort of
yes, and
quite
her
posh.
yes, and her brother, Aunt Brady's brother, was my grandfather, and he married a girl. I showed it as we came down. I said the Clark. She was Clark. That was her home place, the Clarks. That's the connection you see with the Clarks and the Clarks. My grandmother was Clark, and she was 18 when she got married to my. I'm seeing a picture of her. I have the wedding picture. Yeah, she was 18. She got married. Yes, and she was a beautiful girl. And she came down here, and she was from a very large family. And there was her younger sister was called Ellen, and Ellen was her bridesmaid that day. And Ellen had never been down here before until that day, and she cried when she came down. She said she was so lonely when she saw where her sister was going to be living. And my grandmother was 18 when she came. Yes, and my grandfather was 13.
Really?
He was
That's
13.
an age gap.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was all arranged marriages, you see. If
So
a girl,
she was
if a girl in those days didn't go to India America, she got married, you see.
It's like how India is now.
It is really,
Yeah.
yes. So anyway,
That's probably why a lot of them went to England
That's why
or
they did,
America,
they did,
not to
that's
get
right.
married off.
Yeah.
quite often there was an arranged marriage.
Mum, you're
before
going to
time.
go in a minute.
On a ditch.
Mum, you're going into the ditch.
So
That'd be great to have
my
on camera.
grandmother was here, and her first child was my mother, and she was called Margaret. The reason was,
That's my middle name.
But you know why she was called Margaret? Because your grandmother, my grandfather, had a sister who died very, very young. She was 20. Her name was Margaret.
Oh.
And that's why
And that's why my
Peg.
mother was called Margaret, and I'm called Margaret. I'm Frances Margaret. The Margaret. But anyway, and then she was married, and when she was born, the woman over here was the local woman who used to live with she was a nurse, she used to live with the babies, and Aunt Bradley was there as well for the arrival, and Aunt Bradley said afterwards, she said when my grandfather came in to see the baby, she said to him, now we have everything. She said, we have a baby, we have everything.
Oh,
Yeah, but she went on then to have 5 more children. But when she was 32, and her baby, she had a little boy called Jimmy, who was 2 months old. She was diagnosed with TB. It was 1917.
That was the biggest.
1917, yes. And she was sent to Dublin, to a hospital in Dublin. And the baby was sent over here to the woman who used to deliver the babies. She took the baby, and the baby died while the mother was in hospital. And when she came home from the hospital, she said, I don't want to go home until I collect the baby. And then he told her the baby was dead. And everybody could hear her scream. But she already had 5 children now. And the twins were 3. Now that lad that we met up there, his father was one of the twins. The twins, yeah. And when she was having the twins, she didn't know that. There was she was having twins. And she used to have a lot of eggs, you see. That was her livelihood. The first one would be in England working. She'd be having the farm. She used to walk up this hill with a big basket of eggs. And then she was carrying the twins, but she didn't know she was having twins. You know, it just shows you like.
So who would have got children then? Your dad?
No, my mother, Margaret, John and Tommy and Lucy and Nick. 4 boys and a girl.
John.